It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan, and our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bradley Beal.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. They've got Tari Eason. Black is out there with Miller. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Cleveland, Jason Tatum is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Davis in at the center. Well, Greg, hadn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other, and the fans are the beneficiaries.
This is where you want AD to get his shots. That's almost automatic.
Here's Miller. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And a rangy 6'7" wing GA with a smooth shooting touch. Brandon Miller fits a mold that a lot of teams are looking for.
And there's a reason he was the second overall pick in 23. He's got the potential to be an impact wing at both ends of the floor.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Davis. Shot clock at 6. Tatum down low. Eason on him, and a missed layup. To the inside. Here's Duren. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Grant for 3. It's good from long range.
It does so much for their spacing when Grant is effective from three-point range.
Miller outside. Trains the three-pointer. Miller's got 6 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Tatum. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down as he averages nearly 28 points a game. Here's Halliburton trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Down low. Finished off the break.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Halliburton. His last outing, 16 points for him. It's Grimes on the wing. No good on the triple. Charlotte leading by 5. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Duren a screen. And Duren slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Pass to Tatum. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
That free throw, good from Black. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And here's Miller after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Offline with the baseline jumper.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Miller surveying the floor. Pass to Duren. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Oh, it's that length of AD helping his team down low.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. To the middle. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Here's Halliburton. And stolen by Miller. Pass to Black. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Duren against Davis. Here's Black. And the Hornets miss again. For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Halliburton passes to Grimes. Here's Tatum. Grant on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Duren with a screen on Halliburton. And Duren slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
An elite passer. Halliburton is especially dangerous in the pick and roll.
Duren sets the screen for Miller. It's stolen by Davis. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Eason. Tatum kicks to Grant. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Black finds Eason. Out to the right wing. Lets the 3 fly. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. He has 5.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Grant. There's the triple. Hornets with the rebound. Now Eason. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up. The Hornets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so Eason nails both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And here is Thomas. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Halliburton for 3. Miller grabs the miss. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. And so it's Cleveland with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense, or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And the first one drops.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Collins checked in for Anthony Davis.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Shots good by Miller.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Tatum. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here we go, Halliburton heading to the hoop.
Outstanding D from Tatum. It led to the break.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Jason Tatum. He's getting around 28 points per, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
Charlotte leading by 3. And they call an illegal screen here. Let's take a look at the players that have been grabbing rebounds in bunches to lead the NBA over the last 10 games. 4th, Jalen Duren.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thank you, Kevin. The latest story right now is out of Minnesota in the Timberwolves trade with Chicago. They're adding an absolute workhorse to their roster in Josh Hart. He's a high-energy, high-effort player, an elite rebounder at his position, and they believe that his diverse skill set will make him a seamless fit with the school.
Hey, Shams, we appreciate the report. Always some interesting news to find out about the NBA. And the Hornets with possession here, after Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. It's Collins, high post, working on Black. Here's Tatum, and he lays it straight in. Tatum's got 9 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. That's over to you, Kevin.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable of playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
The first one falls. You watch Jason Tatum, Richard. He looks comfortable in everything he does.
And even though it's a hard game, he just makes it look so easy. And I think being an NBA champion, that's giving him a little boost in confidence.
Davis is checked in for Cleveland. Collier comes in for Halliburton. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. Zignaji comes in for Tari Eason. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for Brandon Miller. And Beal subbed in for Anthony Black. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Jason Tatum.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Hornets trail by 4. To end the run. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. He's got 8.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Knocked loose. Collins, good. Charlotte has gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. The 3, and again, Charlotte with the triple.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Pass to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. The 15-footer. That one's not going to go.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Thomas with the block. Collins looking around. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Anthony Davis. 7th in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Zaire Williams, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Beal, and the Hornets miss again.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to Davis. A shake, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Grady Dix checked in for Zaire Williams. .43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Najee, still without a basket. Pass to Diabate. Here's Najee. Pocket 6. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Right side, Collins. Swiped it away. It's Beal on the wing. No good with the triple. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
Anthony Davis is out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Collier. Then there's Richardson, and it's Thomas in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The shot by Beal, no good. The Cavaliers leading. High, arcing shot, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's Collier. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Victor Wembanyama and the New York Knicks.
And for that game against San Antonio, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
One of the smoothest players in the game. Bradley Beal, the skill, the way he moves, it's all of it.
Here's Collier. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Clock at 4. Down low, here's Collins. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside Thomas. Here's Collier. It's Grimes on the wing. The 3 from Davis. And Davis nails the 3.
It's the confidence I love when Davis just catches it and shoots it. He doesn't second-guess himself. He just lets it fly.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Here's Duren. He's coming off a 34-point game against Detroit.
And defensively, he's been all over the place, wreaking havoc and pouncing on a number of steals. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Thomas, it's a wide open look on the 3 off target.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. In the corner, it's Eason. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Grimes passes to Collier. And here is Davis. He's covered by Eason. Back to Davis. Right wing. Here's Collier. Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins. Cavaliers making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Charlotte has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Back to Beal. To the inside. 6 to shoot. Najee, good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Tatum finds Grimes. Right side Davis. Shoots over Duran. Back to Grimes. Pass to Collier. Tries again. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Miller, the pass to Duran. There's Beal with the three. A three-pointer is right on target. And now a three-point Hornets lead.
Now there's the scorer mindset Beal's known for. Just catch and fire.
Grimes passes to Tatum. Tatum gets it to go inside.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Hornets. Black comes in for Miller. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You gotta love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Tatum. He's got a plays in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Now here's Beal. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Duran down low. He's guarded by Davis. There's Beal with the three. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Three-pointer. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Black. Thomas covering. Pass to Beal. There's the screen. Beal can't get that one to fall.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's Thomas. Off target at the rim. Charlotte leading by 3. Richard Cam Thomas has been criticized for his shot selection at times, but the guy can flat out score.
Oh, he's a walking bucket, and to his credit, he works on taking these difficult shots because he knows that is a valuable skill in this league.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A different look now for Cleveland. Charles Massey, he's checked in for Davis. Halliburton subbed in for Collier. On defense, Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. Halliburton a screen on Eason. Here's Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Now Grimes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And it's Beal in the corner. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just insisting on getting that bucket. Even the foul couldn't stop Beal.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Zach Collins checked in for the Cavaliers. And that one falls for Beal.
Since the break, he's definitely been more aggressive. Remember, he didn't take any free throws in that first half.
Eason against Tatum. Over Eason. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Charlotte now. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Kevin, back to you.
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Grimes. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Halliburton in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Pass to Black. And here is Duren. Now Black buries the long-range jumper. Black's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A different look now for Cleveland. Anthony Davis comes in for Zach Collins. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Thomas. The Hornets also changing it up. Diabate's checked in. And it's Zignaji in for Tari Eason. Hornets on defense now. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Tatum no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
They set the pick. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside for Halliburton. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Halliburton's got 13 points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Here's Najee. Black dishes to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Over Grimes. Murray, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Halliburton for 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Here's Murray. Rejected by Halliburton. Davis kicks to Halliburton. Cleveland moving it around. Davis, the pass to Halliburton. And another 3 for Cleveland.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Outside, Davis. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Murray. Halliburton outside. Loads it up for Davis.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They set the screen. And the call is going to be...
Screen.
Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Grimes finds Tatum. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Murray. Tatum setting the pick for Grant. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You would have liked to have seen them make some adjustments and attack the rim, but they just kept firing from distance and couldn't get much to fall.
And so it's Charlotte bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for being here. Let's kick things off with a check on the NBA Players of the Week. So, who would you nominate as our own Player of the Week, Jet?
Ernest, I got to give the award to you. You've been outstanding lately. I mean, really, you have.
Me? Wow.
Kenny, stop kissing up. Jeez.
Well, I'm not kissing up, Shaq. You know, you're the one who's got all the commercials during the break and all that. You're kissing up.
Anyway, the people have spoken. Got to give them what they want, Kenny.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Charlotte Hornets.
Slashing, scoring it close. This is my kind of game. I like the grit they're playing with right now.
Yeah, and they're playing really smart. I mean, you keep it going until someone stops it.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 7. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Trey Murphy. Jalen Duren is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Anthony Black. And it's Miller in at the shooting guard. Just 4 to shoot. Davis working in the paint.
And very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant, adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
It's Miller on the wing. He's guarded by Grimes. Easton passes to Black. Over Halliburton. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's a 10-point Hornets lead.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Okay, with this break, let's run down the point guards with the most assists in the league in the past 10 games. In the third spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
It's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have, it's point guard play at its best. And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Miller the bounce pass. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Tatum kicks to Davis. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. And here's Tatum for 3. Miller grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
From about 16, and it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Halliburton on the wing. Black defending. It's tipped. Eason against Halliburton. Eason passes to Duren. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Here's Black. Connects from 3-point range. Black's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Back to Halliburton. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Here's Charlotte. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Halliburton with the steal. Grant for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Eason. Miller against Davis. From the low block. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Black. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging about 7 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
With the crossover. Pass to Halliburton. Davis setting the pick for Halliburton. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Eason's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Pass to Grant. Halliburton kicks to Grant. Outside Tatum. Trying to end the drought. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got 3 assists tonight.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Now Eason. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Halliburton. Shoots it. The Cavaliers with a new 14. Here's Tatum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And now we get a chance to check out Tyrese Halliburton. The past month has been surreal. First in assists. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. He's off on the first.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
And the second free throw, good. Charlotte leading by 11. Miller outside. Over Grimes. Charlotte no good that time either.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
They grab their own miss. Halliburton passes to Grant. Cavaliers moving the ball around. Shot by Grimes, no good. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Black in the post. He's guarded by Grimes.
And what tenacious defense from Grant, outworking the offensive player there and coming up with the rejection.
Prolific from deep in the first half. He's trying to continue that.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
That's good from Halliburton.
And at 6'5", Halliburton possesses great size at his position, which he uses so well to exploit mismatches.
And it's Miller in the corner. That one's off, still out of sync. From downtown, and Trey Murphy hits from deep. 22 points for him.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Davis setting the pick for Halliburton. Back to Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for Quentin Grimes. During the pass to Black. Duran with a screen on Halliburton. Charlotte no good that time either. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Outside Tatum. Davis with a screen on Miller. Tatum passes to Davis. It's stolen by Duran. Pass to Miller. Now Eason. He's guarded by Davis. Duran with a screen on Halliburton. Good. Black's got 11 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And he gets it back. And they'll get another chance. And Davis gets it to go.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
They set the pick. No one near him. That's good on the jump shot. He's got 24.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
This is how confident Tatum is. Knows he can score inside whenever he wants.
Duran with a screen on Tatum. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And stolen by Miller. Inside, stolen by Grant. Outside, Davis. And the shot goes down. He's got 15.
This is what Davis does, people. He has a wide variety of ways to score. Very few bigs can handle like that.
Pass to Miller. Second chance shot. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Grant in the post. Eason on him. Here's Halliburton. And finished off by Halliburton.
He said, take a seat, young fella, and just enjoy the show.
It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Grant. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The Hornets, number 1.
Great defenders both individually and collectively. I mean, you can tell they really love accepting that challenge. They can stifle you at that end of the floor.
Collins checked in for the Cavaliers. Collier comes in for Tatum. Here's Diabate. Astonagi to the left wing. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. There's a good screen. Clock at 6. Beal from long range.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Pass to Davis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Davis gets to the line a lot, and people don't talk about it, but he's an excellent foul shooter.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Performed well thus far this season with a 78% clip.
And Cleveland making a change here. Richardson's checked in. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Charlotte. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. For the 3, yes it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
You can't just let Beal shoot those. This man is an excellent three-point shooter.
Davis finds Richardson. Back to Davis. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Murray with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. There's Beal with the 3. Collins grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Collier. Outside, Davis. And it's blocked. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Beal dishes to Murray. There's the pick. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. Davis, the pass to Collier. Fires from deep. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's Trey Murphy making highlights for the Hornets. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Collins is out there with Tatum. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then it's Thomas. And it's Collier in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Eason against Tatum. Tatum willing it to go.
And Tatum has a number of shots to choose from down low. This makes him a tough cover.
Back to Black. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Tatum on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Outside Thomas. Collins a screen on Miller. Thomas outside. Good on the three-point shot. Thomas got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Tatum passes to Collins. Collins a screen on Miller. Here's Thomas. Back to Collins. And he gets it to go.
And during his time in the league, the assist numbers have steadily improved for Thomas.
Pass to Duren. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Duren with a screen on Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Shots good by Duren.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Tatum kicks to Thomas. Back to Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm, whew.
It's Miller on the wing. They set the pick. And it's Miller with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Collier from outside off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Grimes. It's blocked. Now Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Outside Tatum. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Grant, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Black. To the inside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 28 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Collier. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Collins. Halliburton subbed in for Jason Tatum. Hornets leading by 5. There's a screen. Here's Miller. The rebound by Halliburton.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Davis with a screen on Miller. Halliburton for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Halliburton's got 9 points here in the second half. Back to Black. Shot clock at 6. Miller, that's for 2. The Cavaliers pull it in. Davis is... And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Cleveland. A 2-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Halliburton with the bucket.
And when you have Halliburton's size as a guard, you should be comfortable working inside.
Miller outside. It's stolen by Davis. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now to take the lead. They get the rebound. For Charlotte, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Halliburton. Cavaliers moving the ball around. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jalen Duren.
There is no question Davis is a top 10 talent in this league when healthy. But unfortunately, he's dealt with several injuries throughout the years.
Thomas checked in for the Cavaliers. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Eason finds Black. Here's the screen to the middle. Got a piece of it. Miller outside. Shoots over Collier. And Jalen Duren picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Tatum. He's checked in for Cameron Thomas. Cleveland with the ball. They've scored 10 straight. Grant outside. Back to Halliburton. Tatum on the wing. Pass to Collier. Shoots over Duren. Great defense that time from Duren.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
The three, and the three ball is good. He has 31. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any three they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. There's the pick. Here's Black. He's covered by Halliburton. No good from outside. Cleveland's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Back to Grimes. Davis looking for an opening. And Grimes has it in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Hornets have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Pass to Black. Fires for 3. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hornets with the rebound.
And they're winning, but it hasn't been because of him. He can't throw it in the ocean so far.
Down low. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got 19 points. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
In matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And here is Davis. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 doesn't go.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Now Miller. Stolen by Grant. Here's Davis. Oh, good on the layup.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Now here's Tatum. From anywhere, anytime, Tatum.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Now Eason. Duren with a screen on Grant. The 3 is off. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on a 15-5 run here. Halliburton missed on the 3.
there's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Black with it. All sorts of time, and it's off.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Halliburton with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Davis launches it. Miller there for the rebound.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Eason. Davis pulls it down.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
Grant.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Here's Eason. The 11-footer. The shot misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Here's Halliburton.
And that's what you call a big-time shot by a big-time player. AD demonstrating just how clutch he really is.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Stolen by Tatum, and that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here are the Hornets with the ball. Here's Eason, a deep three. Grant rips down the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
I'm here with AD, and tonight you guys seemed locked in. What was the key?
Well, we came out aggressive defensively and offensively, and against a team like that, you got to come out aggressive defensively first, and I think we did that through the whole 48.
Hey, great defense so often leads to great offense, and it worked tonight. Congrats on the win.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.